Okay, so welcome back to the podcast. I am here with Enzo today, and now what we will talk about is GMOs. So, have you heard of GMOs?
Actually, yeah, I think I've heard that before sa prof ko na it's like genetically modified organism. Parang may iniiba ka lang sa genetic makeup niya to like make it better, I think. Pero not really sure yet.
Actually, GMOs, malaking tulong talaga siya to in the problem of food scarcity, not just in our country but all over the world. And now, the food that we're going to talk about is ananas cosmosis. Do you know what that is?
No.
No. So that's just a scientific term for a pineapple, actually. And before we go into all the exciting bits, let's talk about the normal pineapple first. So do you know how long it takes a pineapple to be harvested?
Hindi ko sure baka say a year?
A year. Actually, very close. Because it actually takes 18 to 24 months. So
Okay.
more than a year or almost 2
Matagal
years.
pala.
Yeah, actually. Since it's a perennial plant, it actually only produces its fruit once and then wala na.
Yeah. Parang hindi yung mga parang grapes na maraming
Yeah, hindi katulad ng ibang mga fruit trees that produce their fruits more than once. So now, we're going to talk about the GMO modification for pineapples.
Oh.
And that is the actually ang fancy ng term eh. It's actually called the rosé pineapple.
Rosé, parang wine. Rosé.
Parang wine, pang social, pang
Ah.
bougie. Diba? Ang ganda yan pakinggan sa tenga. Now, the rosé pineapple, it was actually genetically modified to become sweeter than the normal pineapple. So, it can appeal to many other people who think that the pineapple is not that sweet or... Actually, I thought about this then, it can actually appeal more to kids.
Yeah, kasi feeling ko rin, di ba, most kids din naman don't really like eat fruits or vegetables.
Yeah.
So feeling ko, with the rosé pineapple, it may be more appealing to them sa yun lang sa taste or pwede rin sa appearance. Kasi sa appearance, I think for it being like a rosé rosé hint of rosé color, parang you're like, oh, what's this? What's this different fruit I haven't seen? So yeah,
That's good.
maybe good.
Actually, it started the experimentation for the GMO of the pineapple. Started in 2005 pa. Tagal pa.
Tagal na.
Ako, parang 1 year old pa lang ako. So, and it was actually approved by the FDA in 2020. And now, we can actually find the rosé pineapple in the US markets. And actually, it's a really creative way of... There's a lot of creative ways you can use the pineapple. Like what you said sa mga kids. Kasi diba,
Yeah.
usually they think na fruits aren't fun, like hindi ko, like the others,
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
food that they eat, like fried chicken, nuggets, things like that. Spaghetti,
fast food.
like that. So parang it's a more fun way for
Yeah.
them. It's a new experience. Kasi to them, eating it's not really regarded as a need. You know, like as kids, all they want to do is have fun, play,
Yeah.
and it's a good way of giving their creative side a more
Yeah.
a tingle.
So for ako naman, for me, how how did they make it a rosé pineapple? How did it become genetically modified? Kasi for my knowledge, I know some genetic modifications. Kunyari, I think sa rice, I really know a lot sa rice na kunyari, there are some rice na they genetically modified from like other strands of plants para to withstand flood so that may bunga pa rin sila kahit nagkabagyo lalo sa Philippines, diba? So, dito, how does the rosé pineapple become rosé? Yeah.
Actually, good question. So, they did this by changing a small enzyme in the food so that it will change its color and its flavor. Kasi, diba, it's sweeter compared to the normal pineapple. Now, the enzyme creates a biochemical reaction, diba, in the fruit.
Yeah.
And in this instance, it typically turns the enzyme that's already in the fruit, it turns it yellow while it's in its growing phase, kumbaga. And that's what gives it the texture, the taste, and the color. But for the rosé pineapple, they actually specifically that enzyme is called lycopene.
Yung nag-turn them to yellow.
To yellow.
Mhm.
Yeah, para tayo. So here, they actually, to make the pineapple rosé, they reduce the enzyme.
Yeah.
So na paano ba yung process of making the color of the fruit yellow. Parang
Decrease the-
yeah, they decrease the enzyme
Yeah.
so that it has that color and that flavor. Now it might be familiar yung actually wait, may isa pang enzyme called beta carotene, I believe. It's that they use for the pink pineapple. And actually it might be familiar to a lot of us because beta carotene is actually it's actually found in other vegetables and plants.
Oh,
yeah. And for example, it's found in carrots and other vegetables. And that's what gives it their unique colors.
Actually, ang interesting na kasi dun, kasi ang alala ko rin sa Science Fest sa enzyme, is like, nag-change na ng mga sa protein enzymes, diba? Like, it's how they read the DNA, tas yun yung mangyayari to make the strands and to make fruit. So with that, I think, if you lessen that and you introduce a new enzyme na, so baka dahil nga doon, nag-iiba yung color ng pineapple to the rosé color. It's actually really cool, yeah.
And actually another cool thing about that is that the exterior of the pineapple doesn't change.
Really?
Yeah, it's only the interior that there's no change in the exterior skin. Yung mismong laman lang talaga yung nagpalit into pink, which is really cool. Now, another question which a lot of people try to ask, like, is it safe to eat? Because of course it's a new thing, especially now with the discoveries being found in like here, sa GMOs and other aspects in the food industry. It's not they always ask, is it safe to eat? It's always a question that I see.
Yeah, lagi naman kasi I think rin with my family or like my grandparents rin, I think it's one of the biggest questions they have when they're eating food. Kasi syempre GMOs are it can be really confusing or like scary for people who don't know science, like the science behind it. Kasi I don't know, it just sounds scary na, oh, my food's not natural in a sense. Pero like, if we think about it, if we look about it, GMOs are really helpful. Kasi not only does, kunyari, sin nasa rice na it helps to withstand floods or typhoons, sometimes it can also increase produce. Like, minsan, kunyari, you have like three apples lang siguro sa isang tree. If you, kunyari, gently modify it, baka may bunga ka ng mga 9 or 10 from like one tree instead. So like, it really help like that. So I think, yeah. So, how do we know it's safe to eat?
So, it is actually very safe and just as nutritious as the normal pineapple, even more. Because from the studies found by Del Monte, which is the one who produced the rosé pineapple, they actually found that the nutritions that are found in the rosé pineapple actually are not different compared to the normal pineapple. So there is no change in its nutrition. So it's basically just that.
So the essence lang talaga is, we just take this pineapple, just make it a little bit rosier and sweeter. Tapos yun na yun.
Yeah, yun na yun talaga.
Okay.
Now, again, as I've said a while ago, it's relatively new to everyone. Plus, it's only being sold in the US markets as of now, like, in a stable way, as to say. So, it's still relatively new to everyone.
Grabe. Kasi actually, wala rin ako masyadong nakita pa at ng like, rosé pineapple dito sa Philippines eh. I don't think I've ever seen. Like, alala ko, diba? I think sa watermelon may yellow and may red. Diba? So, pero yun, hindi naman yung genetically modified. So, I think maybe siya different. Pero yeah, it's really cool na there are some things like this.
Actually, when I read about GMOs for the first time, I never thought of having a fruit change its color and not having any drawbacks. Yeah, it's amazing, honestly, because having the natural color of the fruit, you get used to it, right? But as I said, like, it can be helpful with, kunwari, picky eaters, or, kids. Since it's a different color, you give them the opportunity to explore, have fun. Yeah.
But I think, going to our topics of food insecurity, I think this, however, this certain GMOs not that helpful actually for this addressing food security. Kasi I think the main goal, syempre, as I said before na rin, the main goal of probably GMOs is to actually help produce or help them withstand some external factors that could prevent them from growing that much. So with this, I think hindi siya that big on addressing food insecurity. Kasi ano yung point if you're gonna try to make something this different, pero you're not really like reducing its produce or making it healthier, making it easier to produce, kaya mas mura siya, ganun. So I think that's like one drawback lang I think this has on being a GMO. Yeah.
Actually, I agree then because as you said, there's no added, kumbaga added bonus
benefit
to everything compared to other fruits like one fruit I can think of is the mango. Diba? I remember, I think it was in my science class before. I think it was a Filipino researcher also who actually found a way to make mangoes available throughout the year. So it won't be a seasonal thing talaga.
Yeah.
And that was really a big help in terms of food insecurity.
Sa production din talaga nun.
Yeah, kasi we get to produce mangoes more often, very much more often compared to before. And with the added production, we can feed so much more people.
So I think sa food security nito, it's really not that much as I said. Pero yun, I think with what you said nga na, there can be some benefits to like maybe introduce the fruit more people, to introduce them to eat more healthier or have some like I think pineapples high in fiber, and good for the heart, right? I think good for the heart. So I think if you maybe the thought process would be if I make it more appealing to an audience, it would be more helpful for them. So yeah, let's see. Maybe
we'll
you can adjust,
it's not all negative naman.
Yeah.
I guess there's a reason on why they decided to make this GMO. But yeah, it can still help, but not compared to other GMOs that have helped the food production much easier or more often. But it can still cater to a few people, kunwari those yung mga picky eaters, children. I think it's not all bad. Comparing to the other GMOs, the reasoning and the result of this is not very. It doesn't affect the problem of food, much, like food security much, but it can still help.
So if you were given opportunity, kaya if binigyan ka ng pineapple, harapan mo diba? May isang normal na pineapple and yung
isang rose.
So like, kunyari, wala ka pa nakita rose, di ba? Anong pipiliin mo?
Honestly, feeling ko yung regular pineapple.
Yung regular pineapple?
Yeah, kasi malay ko kung anong nadat na nung pink, yung rose pineapple.
Pero akala ko yung sinabi mo dati na it's safe to eat, di ba? Like,
hindi, sabi mo din, wala kang knowledge.
Hindi, okay. Wala kang, di mo alam na may pink pineapple na.
Hindi ko alam na.
Pero alam mo na, this is a GMO. Pero like, pipili ka lang basta, like, as you right now, regular or pink. Doon ka lang sa mall, nadaan mo lang, so ng pineapple.
Honestly, I could go either way. Either way ako eh. Kasi I'm not really a picky eater when it comes to fruits. As long as it's edible.
Yeah.
I won't.
And probably in season.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre, masarap yung fruit.
Better produce syempre pag in season.
Pero ako naman, sa ganun naman, I think na ako, I probably pick the pink.
The pink?
Kasi ako, medyo adventurous akong person.
Wow, grabe.
Yeah, so I like eating all fruits rin naman. And pineapple is like one of my favorite kasi it's like healthy siya, diba? Sobrang healthy. And it's like really refreshing to eat lang on a hot day, then you have a cold slice of pineapple soup. Pero imagining na, may ibang color, ibang filter yung aking pineapple. Baka, medyo interesting.
Actually, hindi ko nga din na-mention to kanina but it can actually help sa culinary style. Like, kunwari yung designing different foods. It can appeal to other audiences. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Thank you so much, Fernando, for being
Yeah,
here.
it's been fun. This podcast has been like really eye-opening for these other GMOs. So, yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.